Jules here from Joolsedesigns at Creations. So welcome to my channel. So today what we're making is some Christmas labels. I've still got some left. I've been making them. So we've got these and they're all in the reds and greens. I've put that one on a hidden paper clip. I used a dye ribbon for that one. We've got some here, and I did some, I've not sticking to red and green because I've been using pickled raspberry, faded jeans and plum jam to get these. I've also got my Tim Holtz stamps, but I've also got these tapestry or peg stamps as you call them to do some labels with. I've got another set here, and these are the poinsettia wreaths. So there's poinsettias, a group of poinsettias, or little poinsettia, large, holly, and some berries. I've got some Christmas stamps. So if you've got any stamps from, you know, when you did your card making, these are card making stamps. That's a background. I've not used that yet, but it kind of says jolly holiday and Christmas greetings and everything, but I'm just using that as a text stamp. I've got my Tim Holtz Curator, you know, the little ones. I've also got the tidbits. I think maybe some of them will be a little bit too big, and I pulled this one out as well, the field notes. It's mainly for the numbers, but we'll see. I've not used any of those yet. I have used, it's all been the others and some of these. So I've got that. I put one there, put one there. I just did some green just like little tags, and I put one there, put some there. See, I've did the little Christmas tree bauble, and that's just a little ticket, and we did that one there, and I think that's it. Yep. So what I have got is I've got, so again, just strips of card. This is the coordinations. It's the white. You normally, when it's coloured, if you sand it, it's got a lighter core, but that one doesn't. But what I did was I edged it with just the red and green, and that's how I got these kind of edges. So you can do it with, you know, just a pen and a ruler. I'll show you. We use this, and I'll just take these out. These are just aqua markers, and all I do is I just do that and just, I don't even measure it, because it doesn't, they're not even the same. And then I'll use the brush side, and then I just go in the spaces with the red. I leave a little bit of white. Sometimes there isn't a little bit of white, and there you are. But once you've got your label stamped on that, it looks quite cool. So we'll just do this one, and then you can see, you know, if you want to keep the colour, the opposite colours the same. And they're done with that. Use the green. You can use any red and green, any felt pens. It doesn't have to be aqua markers. You can use water pencils, felt tips, alcohol markers, anything to get that. Doesn't matter, but because that's aqua markers, I'm going to let that dry a little bit. And I did use lighter colours on that one. I've got quite a lot of aqua markers, so I think I probably used pale green and scarlet on the other one, or I might have used, probably did, Bandeau and leaf green, because I do have some stamps that sort of like go like that. So what we're going to do is, I've got some light green and a kind of pinky red. I've got that one. I've got a dark green. These strips are what I've been making the hidden paper clips with, but I'm going to use them. So we'll set these and we'll do some stamping. So I'm just going to get my little stamp block, because I am going to use these. I'm going to use a big one, I think. It doesn't matter what it says, it doesn't have to be a Christmas saying. Now you can stamp this in black, stamp it in green. I'm using green. And I'm going to leave a space. Oh, see, that one didn't stamp very well, but doesn't matter, I'm not bothered. So just measure it there. And there we are. I'll use my, still got a wet wipe, put that one on, and then I'll use a different one. I think I'll use a more of a filled in one, and I'm going to use Bandeau. If you don't have these inks, you can use any combination of inks. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if the stamps are upside down either, because they're going to get cut. There we are. So we'll put that on the jade. We'll see what that looks like. And there we are. That's all you have to do. I think we can use a little bit of a deeper green and a grasshopper. And I'm using a different bauble. These usually have a line, so you can, you know, which way is up and which way is not. That's had red on it already, so that one's a bit of a reddy brown. Put one on that way. Put one on the top. Whoops. Okay, we'll use a different one. And we'll do it on the red. And it's the colours that make it more than the stamps, so it really does not matter if you don't have Christmas stamps. This one over the top, but what I am going to use is I'm going to use, just going to see what this looks like. Might be a bit too, yep, it's fine. It just gives it, you might not be able to see it on the video, I can see it. And it's just giving it like a watermark effect in the background, so it's not too stark white. And that's just the Distress ink, the Lost Shadow. So I don't know whether you can see that. And then all I do is I just cut it. And if I cut through a bauble, I cut through a bauble. I don't care. And if you don't use them all this Christmas, you can use them next Christmas. They're ideal for putting on the front of cards, you know, if you're making your Christmas cards, just little embellishments. Doesn't matter. If you're making table decorations, you know, planning seat names and things like that, ideal. That back up there, and then I'm just going to go round the red ones with green. You've got them, so we've got those ones. So we'll put these back here. Now this should be dry. It is. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use smoked plume, because it's like a paler browny grey. And I'm just going to go along. Oh, need a little bit more of that. Okay, and then I think what I'll do is I'll use the poinsettia. Let me have a look at that. I'll do that one and the green Andor again. And I'm just turning it slightly, because I might have these as tags, I don't know yet. Just depends what they look like. And because I've not got no edges on that, I'm just going up to the edges. Doesn't matter if it goes off. And we've got our green leaf here. And I think I'll use peeled paint for this one. I'm just randomly stamping it. I'm not being too careful. As I say, it's the colours that attract people more than anything. Then I'm just doing some secondary stamping. So I've just stamped that, and then I've stamped it off on a wet wipe just to get rid of it. And I think we'll have little longer ones with these. So we'll do 2 poinsettias. I'm cutting through the leaf, that's fine. So that's them. I've got this. I got it from Temu, and I'm going to use this one on the edge just to give it sort of like a tag look. There we are. A little bit with this. So this is Noir Black. So we'll just see how black Noir Black is. And I'm just doing it like that. 2 seconds. Right, I'm back. Sorry about that. There was a letter came for me, and it was because it was in a brown envelope. My husband thought it was important, but it wasn't. It was junk mail. So that's come up like that. Not sure if I like it, but I won't waste it. I think I'll go for bigger stamps. So I think what we might do is we might go for some of these field notes ones. Specifying Clay. I like this because it stamps really crisp and it washes off. So I'm just going to go a little bit over that, like that. And have a little bit of space, another space, and then I'm on a silicone mat here. I'm going to do a little bit that way. And then we'll wipe, I'll get a clean and I'm going to go with this one, so there's no, use my smaller stamp block. And put that at the bottom, the top, the bottom, and it's overlapping in parts, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter at all. And then we'll put that there. Now I think I might go for a bauble. There. And we've got a poinsettia. So if you've got any flower stamps at all, you know, little flower stamps, they were very popular a good few years ago. Just go over that. And we'll wipe this up. And again, I'm just randomly cutting these. That one, that one. I'll cut that one on the line, one on the line. As you can see, they look okay. They look quite good actually. And that's all you need. Doesn't matter if you cut into a word. There's no rules. Yeah, we might cut some of them, you know, in half like that, just to make them a little bit smaller. So you've got small ones, and I'm just going to go around them in. I could go around them in black if I wanted, but and it just gives it that old. And if you do ever any of this coordinations paper, you just use a little sanding disc. We'll do it on this one, and you can sand the edges, you know, if you want them really this I got from Temu. I just got sanding discs, and that's just that came with it actually, but that would fit in a Dremel or whatever, and then you just go over, and the lighter core picks up the brown, so it's entirely up to you. Do what you want. I'm just giving you ideas. You know, tickets, these kind of labels and tickets are quite on trend at the moment, so I decided to do some ones that looked a little bit Christmas. Even though they've got baubles and things like that on, they will still work on a non-Christmas, decorating a non-Christmas journal. It doesn't matter. Maybe it's the green and red ones won't look that great, but I'm not making a lot of those. So what we'll do now is we do some these dark green ones. Now this is a thinner one, so I think what we will use is we will use these, and I think I'm going to go for that one. Quite like the look of that one. And again, I'm using my and if you want to start from right to left or left to right, it's entirely up to you. And just gonna trim that one right up to the edge there. So cut that smaller, and that's something you can decide to do if you want to, or leave it. I'm just cutting them off. And what I want to do with some of these, I will ink the edges of them, but I'll ink them as I use them. But what I want to use is I want to use some gold foiling, because I'm right into my gold foiling. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little block. Oh, that's a bit big. So I'll just put that there. I'm not going to do all of these. I'm just getting rid of the glue off my finger. Okay, so we'll do this one first. And all I do is I just use the bit that I've already used, rub it on and pull it off. And I've got a smattering of gold on that. I don't know whether you can see. I'll hold it up to the camera. And that one's got a bit more. And this one, got that one was just where I was trying to get rid of the glue off my finger. So we'll put a bit more on this one. And then all I do is I kind of rub it off a bit. Otherwise you get lumpy bumpy bits. And wait till it kind of dries a little bit, because then the glue becomes sticky. There we are. And now just push it back on. There we are. We'll try and see if we... Yeah. I've got a bit sticky bit here. Yeah, so that's those. And I don't know whether you can see. Let's see, just a little bit, and it just makes it look nice. So we'll do a couple of red ones. Just do a little bit of glue around the edges. Just when you put your finger in it, it kind of starts drying quite quick, so you can and I've just got a bit of gold on that one. And if it goes over the edge, that's fine. We'll do a little bit of this one on this side. So we'll do, again, just put it on and then kind of rub it off. And there we are. Yeah. So there we've got, I'm trying to look through the screen. You can see it a bit. So we've got those, and we'll have that one. I'm going to do a little bit with this, the little one that I made a tag. So I'm going to do where the leaves are. Not going to do the whole leaf, but just a bit much. There we are. That's quite nice. So there we are. And then just once it's dry, just go around the edges. So that's another way of decorating. You can use gems, use all sorts. I'm just cluster. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of a cluster here. And I was deciding whether I wanted that or that, and I think it's going to be that. So I'm just ripping it. And just rip it that way so we get a little bit of the and then it's ripped all round. And then we'll put that one on there. And then what do we want on this one? Now I think I'll use some with the gold gilding on. Should we do that one, or should we do a little bit of this? I think we'll put this one on first, a bit of this one showing, so we'll put that there, then we'll put that one, if I turn it that way then, because you can see the numbers on that one, and we'll put that one there. So it doesn't take any bulk on your journal page, but it's just a nice decoration, and you've got a nice little Christmas cluster. And if you wanted, you could put a little bauble or a little bow, anything. Nothing. I cut a little, give me 2 seconds while I cut a little gold bow. And do we want it at the bottom? No, I'm going to do it at the bottom. I am going to ink round the edge, not that, cover that up. And we'll put that over there, and it just looks like a cluster sash. And you can use your, your gilding. I did on, I think it was my never ending journal. I did some glue on the dress and everything. So we've got that one on there. Should we have some green ones on the edge of the the page. I did do some long tags. We've just done those, so you can do, you know, page edges with these, and I think that's what we'll do. So, well, glue the page first. I'm just gluing half of that because I want some of that to go over there. And I'm not putting it all the way down, I'm just doing it in bits. I like it because this has got the green and the red, and it's got the green and the red here, and I'm going to put that long ways as well. So again, I'm just gluing half of it, and if I can lift this red one up, I might put it underneath here. And use a bit with gold on, I think. Again, just put that on there. Just going to put a little bit of glue under there, and a little bit of glue under there. Oops. And there we are. So we've got our page edge as well. And you can see it there, but all you do there is you just get some when you stick that down there, you get a little bit of green there, or you can put a piece of paper down like that and do your white bits, because your coloured bits won't colour that well. And then I've got some tartan, and we'll have a little bit of tartan down there. Got a little bit of blue here because there's blue in there, because I used a bit of the blue there. But I think we'll do a little bit of green, and we'll put that over the pocket, I think. And then we'll have this. There, I'm going to put it that way. Should we have a bit of this? No, I won't have a bit of that. I think I'll go back for a little bit of red. Or should we have this? No. Decisions. Actually, no, I'm going to stick with the red. And there we are. And so there, it matches on the other side. But if you wanted to, if you thought about it first, you could stamp on the back of them. Just do, you know, like a stamp or whatever, and then you can see that. So we've got that. This is the envelope, the large envelope. What I did was I printed it out in vellum. I've got it printed in paper, but I like it printed in vellum, and I didn't fold that bit down to make an envelope. I just did decollage scissors round the edge, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to decorate this up, I think. So we'll put that one there, not totally sticking it down, so I can pop this one behind, and I'm just putting them at random angles. I'm not do we want a bit green? No, I don't want a bit green. I think I might have another one of these, but I think we'll try another gilt one. Now do I want a bit of green? No, don't want this one. No, don't want this one. No, I'm going to go for a red again. I think it goes that way. It really doesn't matter. No. Think. I think I'm going to cut one. Alright, I've got some others here. I keep forgetting about these. So there we've got the Christmas. I'll do that one. And we'll just pop that over there. What I do fancy, I fancy having a little tag dangling from it. So what I'm going to do is this is just a Fiskars small hole punch single. The rubber handles have worn off. I'm not putting grommets in, I'm just right, give me a bit of glue. If you string phrase, just put a tiny bit of glue. My fingers are filthy now because I've got ink and glue and all sorts on them. My nails haven't been done. We've been away for the weekend house hunting, so we've decided, I think we're moving down to England to be near our youngest daughter, which it's the northeast of England, so it kind of puts us right bang in the middle of all. Me and my husband have got 5 children between us. So we've got one at the top of Scotland, one at the bottom of England, 2 in Scotland and 1 in the northeast of England. My mum's in the northeast of England, so I want to spend some time with my mum as well. So I'm just going to cut that, and I'm just going to tie 2 knots. See, yeah, and that's about the length I want it. Yeah, and my sisters. So I was down. We were down there at the weekend. So I went to a remembrance service. My mum couldn't go, she couldn't stand that length of time, but it's her uncle, it's our mum's brother, died in the First World War when he was 26. So my nana was, my great uncle Ralph was 18 when my nana was born, so she was the baby. So we went there, so it was nice. I took the dog with me, and the dog had her puppy and her collar. She was really good. So there we are. We've got them there. I'll push that in behind that. I might take that one out, I think. And we can put that one down on the bottom. Yeah. So I like the greens and that, because there is greens. On some of the pages it's more kind of purples and things. Journal. Don't think I need any more on there. I think I might actually put a tab. In fact, what I'm going to do is, where's my... I did have some thin ones, thin bits. Red. I've maybe used the red thin bit. No, it's here. It's here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make another one of those hidden paper clips, and I'm going to use these on the top, I think. Right, so all I do is I'm going to fold it that way so that the flat end is outside. Now these I did do some for Tuesday Treasures. So I want a paper clip, and I just use the small ones. And then I pop a paper clip down, then I fold this one up to the edge. That's a little bit higher, so it covers the, but it doesn't matter. And this one I'm having a little bit lower, just so that there's a little bit of gap there. Now it doesn't matter, because these are going to get covered, and it's going to pop on there. So all we do then is we just, well, when I can get my glue out. Stick that one down and stick it down. So always make sure you've got glue, you know, in the middle of your paper clip, so it sticks the paper down. Yep. Okay, and then we want these two. So when you're putting anything on, so that's a little bit bigger, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim that up, which is fine. Right. So I'll put that on there like that. You don't want to stick the side, you want to stick the top down. And one on there like that. And I think we'll do a little round end, and I'm just going over that with ground espresso. And we'll pop that on there like that. And I think we might have a little, do we want to, yes, I'm going to put one of these on the tuck spot. Alright, okay, it's because I keep forgetting to put the pin in my glue. And it's coming to the end of the bottle, so it's just, there's more air getting in the bottle and that doesn't help. Put that like that. Now I'm going to put that one on the top. And there we are. And we'll trim this bit off the bottom. And again, ink round it. And it's just to let you see what it looks like with a, and there we are. So you've got a nice little tea bag folding spot with some Christmas labels on. So I think we'll leave it at that. As this journal progresses and my other one, you'll see more of these labels going in. I love labels, and I'm thinking of putting a little dangle on that one. I think I might make some more of those bows and some more things like that. That definitely wants more in the pocket. But yeah, so enough waffle, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.